Caldwell, Mayor.
Well, good morning, and Lieutenant Governor, thank you. But this is a man that truly understands the importance of family and understands why I requested this. I have a 6-year-old granddaughter who is graduating from kindergarten at 10:45 this morning. And I am her dada, as she calls me, and I promised her I would be there to watch her graduate. So thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for being so gracious and allowing me to say a few remarks first. My wife always told me I was not smart enough to come in out of the rain, and this morning proves that. So here we are. But anyway, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here, especially for the reasons that we have gathered here today. And every time I have the privilege of standing on stage with this banner to my right, the banner of the greatest nation on the planet, it's truly humbling to me to recognize those who have made things like today possible. We want to thank the veterans for everything that you have done, generation after generation after generation, in protecting the liberties and freedoms that we enjoy today. We're able to participate in things like kindergarten graduations because of the sacrifices that you all have made. And we want you to know how much we love and respect you for that. This is a great facility for people who deserve it the most. And we're so honored that this facility is in Caldwell, Idaho. And we have a lot of people to thank for this particular event. First of all, we would like to thank our congressional representatives for working so hard to make sure that this facility was in Caldwell and that we could have this opportunity for the veterans of this valley to receive these services without having to make that trek across the valley to Ada County. No offense to Ada County, we just wanted to be able to serve them here. And we appreciate our congressional representatives. We want you to know also that the state representatives, our governor, our representatives here at the state level, Representative Takasugi, Bowles, Senator McGee, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, worked very hard in making this happen. And we appreciate the response that we also had from the Veterans Administration Office in working with those individuals. It was a great experience to feel that the love that they have and concern that they have for those who have served in the military. And then we also want to thank Jamie Hoover and Freehold Development for all of the work that they have done, Mr. Craig Gibson and all the work that he has done in making this facility a possibility. Those two gentlemen are over here to my right. They want to stand in the back. They don't want any recognition, but these two men have worked tirelessly to bring this facility here as well. And Craig and Jamie and Freehold Development, thank you so very much for your work in making this day happen. And last but not least, yeah, they deserve a round of applause. And what I would like to just mention as I close is a few years ago I had the privilege of going to Boston, Massachusetts, and while I was there I had the opportunity to visit the bridges at Concord and Lexington. And to me that was one of the most humbling experiences of my life. As I walked across that bridge, the original bridge still exists on Concord, and as you know, that is where the first real shot heard around the world was fired, because that was the first place where there was actually casualties in that great event. And as I stood on the side of the bridge where the Minutemen were standing, were those brave men and women who had decided that they wanted a better future for the citizens that they were involved with, that they wanted to create a new nation, that they were tired of the circumstances that they were living under and wanted something better for future generations. And those men and women, less than 70 of them, stood on the side of the bridge and looked over at 700 English regulars. 700 English regulars who were trained military, who had the provisions, the equipment, and these brave men decided to go forward at that moment, and they had the conviction to begin this great nation. And as I stood there, I asked myself, had I been there at that day, would I have had the courage to do what they did? And I hope and pray that I would have. But I am so grateful that they did. And then generation after generation after generation, those of you who have been in the military have carried that message forward and preserved the rights and liberties that they started and made their sacrifices valid so that they were not in vain. So to all of you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You deserve this facility. You deserve the love and respect that this facility will bring to you, and you deserve the love and respect of the citizens of this community. So on behalf of all of us, may God bless you and your families always for protecting our freedoms. Thank you.